YouTube has a new A/B feature, and I want to show you how I'm using it in my channels that have over 10 million subscribers. So listen up if you want to know how to utilize this tool, because it is insanely powerful. Let's just dive right into it. So first off, we have the typical A/B test thumbnail tool, and this allows you to add 3 different thumbnails to your video, and YouTube's gonna tell you which people have higher watch time shares. So this one had a 49%, and this one had a 50%. So it's like 0.6% difference. So these thumbnails are very similar, as you can see, but I'm obviously gonna pick the one that's a little higher. But then YouTube started adding a new test feature, which allowed you to do it with titles. And this is where things go crazy. So let's take a look at this. So you can add thumbnail only, or you can do title only testing, or you could do title and thumbnail A/B testing. This is crazy. YouTube, you're a freaking genius. I wish this feature was like, 8 years ago when I started my YouTube channels, but anyways. It's here. When I make a YouTube video for one of my channels, I tend to think of multiple thumbnails and multiple titles that I can make for my videos. But I know that's not realistic for most creators, because most creators just struggle with trying to think of one thumbnail or one title. So in this video, I want to break down how I brainstorm multiple variations of things so you can do it for yourself, and then you can start using this feature. When I was growing my YouTube channel from 0 to 1 million subscribers, one of the biggest problems I had was creativity. Being a content creator is all about being creative, but sometimes it's hard and ideas are messy, unorganized, all over the place. So that's why I developed Blueprint. Think of your Blueprint as your brain as a content creator. This is a place where you can store and organize all of your video ideas, your content calendar, your release dates, your filming dates, your video scripts, your thumbnails, all connected in one place. Me and my team built this as a tool that we could use for our YouTube channels, but now it's time to share it with the world. And the best part about it is that it's 100% free. You can make an account today, right now, using this link right here, or check the link in the top of the description. I promise you'll love it. First off, let's just look at our video title blueprint that can adapt to any video for any channel. This is something we teach deeply in Blueprint University. But the idea is that you basically have 3 characteristics of any video title anywhere on YouTube. I kid you not, you can take any YouTube title and put it into this formula. The first thing you have is your niche, which in this video is surviving. And then you have something special, which is 24 hours. And then you have what you do, which is Lego Tank. Like I said, if you take any video on YouTube, you can plug it into this. Let me show you. Here's a video we just uploaded. So our niche for this video is I hunted. And then what we're doing in the video is Bigfoot. We're hunting Bigfoot. And then something special is we did it overnight. We didn't just hunt Bigfoot, we did it overnight into the night, right? So all of these can be switched around. You can kind of put them in any order. It doesn't really matter what order it goes in, but every single video title has a niche, something special, and what you do in the title. That's how you think of video titles. But also, not every video title has to have all 3 of these elements. You could only have just 2 of these elements. Like Mr. Beast, for example, what you do is last to leave the circle. That's the challenge. But then something special is you win $500,000. But notice how there's no niche here. So he is just using something special and what you do as his video title. But ultimately, that's how you think of titles, right? But now, how do you think of so many variations of titles? I personally like to use our good friend Chat because he's really smart. Here's a video I uploaded on my channel where basically our goal of the video was to explore the world's biggest haunted house. This house was freaking massive. It was like 30 or 40,000 square feet. So here's all the titles that I wrote out. So we have exploring the world's biggest haunted house. I escaped world's biggest house. I hunted ghost in a mansion. I hunted ghost in world's biggest house. Escaping world's biggest haunted house. I survived the world's biggest haunted house. You get the point. But I'm gonna ask Chat, I'm gonna say, here is my video titles. Below, I brainstormed some options. Can you help me think of 50 more options like the ones below? There we go. So I'm gonna ask it that, and it's gonna generate me 50 more titles for my video. There we go. We already got some different titles, right? Something was following me in the haunted mansion. That's kind of cool. I investigated the most haunted room. in the world's biggest haunted house. That one's a little too long, but I snuck into a haunted house at 3 a.m. Exploring a real-life haunted castle. These are ideas that I wasn't able to think of, but this is how you think of video titles, right? The first thing you do is you have the formula, and then you could throw it into AI, or you could just brainstorm it yourself and try to think of a bunch of different variations of titles. And then you have your thumbnails, brainstorming multiple variations of thumbnails. Now, one good tool to use for this is obviously AI as well, because you can actually use AI not to make your thumbnails, but to brainstorm variations of thumbnails. This is something that our team uses a lot. We just use these as mock-ups and concepts. So this was one of the concepts, right? So this video is surviving 7 evil nights in a grocery store. Basically, we were in a grocery store for a bunch of nights, and these evil little, things like Freddy Krueger and all that stuff were hunting us. It was a very fun and funny video. But anyways, this is my thumbnail. So we have a Huggy Wuggy here, which, kids love the Huggy Wuggies. And then we have me, I'm kind of hiding in a shelf. But we explored a lot of different thumbnail ideas. We had one of me popping out of the ground. We had one of me higher in the shelf. We also had like 8 different variations of things here. So we put a Freddy Krueger here. We put a Michael Myers there. We also did a bunch of variations of the Huggy Wuggy. We did different colors. We did different faces, all of these different things. In a short and sweet version, that is how you brainstorm different thumbnails. If you guys want a full-blown tutorial on how to do YouTube thumbnails, definitely be sure to check out Blueprint University. There's a link in the description. I have a full 2-hour section broken up into beginner, intermediate, and pro levels of how you can make YouTube thumbnails go viral for your channel. It's super, super good. So how am I and my team using this tool? To be completely honest, we're using all of its features. Some days we will use just the thumbnail feature. Some days we will use the title and the thumbnail feature. It completely depends on the video. And what I mean by that is that, look, I've been doing YouTube for like 13 years. I've posted literally thousands and thousands of videos. This is my YouTube history, like year by year, breaking down how many videos I posted. And I have gotten, I don't want to say I'm a professional YouTuber. I mean, some people might consider me that, but I really, really know my audience, is what I'm trying to say. I have a really good gut feeling of what kind of titles work and what kind of thumbnails work, because I've produced over 5,000 videos for my audience. So my point is that if I have a video where I am super strong on the title, I know this title, I see the title and I'm like, this is the one, none of these will work. If that's the case, then I will just use the thumbnail option. That's it. And I won't mess with the title option. And sometimes that actually works, because this video that we actually put out, let me show you. So it got 1.4 million views in 3 days. It's already made almost $10,000. It's still getting a ton of views. We got 580,000 views in the last 48 hours, but I didn't change the title on this video. I didn't use that feature because I had a bunch of variations of titles for this video, and I knew the one, I was like, this title is way better than all the other ones, no matter what. I'm not gonna change the title. And that's what I did. I didn't change the title at all. The only thing I did is we did a couple variations of thumbnails. That's it. So that's how we're using the tool. It depends on the videos. Now, some videos, I might have a couple titles where I feel the same way. I'm like, man, this title's really good, but this title's really good. I don't know which one to pick. I'm 50-50 on both. Cool. Use the A/B feature. That is what it's there for. So that's how I'm using it. Thank you guys for watching this video. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, because we post videos every single week here, helping creators grow, and we'll see you next time.